Good evening, Vault Dwellers. It's Red here, and today we are finishing up the finishing touches on Pip-Boy, the spider vendor, and we have our guest of honor right here. As you can see, this is Pip, and we are just finishing up everything that goes inside of his enclosure. So I don't know if you guys can see him. Let me brighten my screen. But I want you guys to come hang out with us, and we're gonna put the finishing touches on his house. So I've got some things to do. I've got little teacups. I don't know if you guys can see those. We've got some little teacups, some little chairs, some bar stools, and we've got to put all that fun stuff inside of his enclosure. I have irradiated barrels sitting right there, and we're going to let those cure because I just decoupaged them. So, hold on. Let me adjust. Let me adjust so you guys can see. Maybe we should go from the side. Should we go from the side, guys? That might be a little bit easier. I'm not a professional streamer here, so I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible for you guys. I'm going to see. Turn my light so you guys can see what I'm doing, and you can also see Pip. I don't know if you can see him. He's happy in his little enclosure. This is just a temporary enclosure. It's just something that I threw together so that he would have somewhere to live. He's right here. That light might be a little too bright. Maybe we should go top down. That might be easier for you guys to see because there's a glare. There is definitely a glare. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and we're going to get busy as soon as I figure out the technical difficulties. I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him? He's right there. That's Pip-Boy. Say hi, Pip. Okay. We're going to put him right here, and he's just going to chill with us while we finish our enclosure. So this is called the hub, and I had an Etsy vendor 3D print this for me, and very, very cool guy. And when everything's done, of course, I'll link him in my descriptions and bios and stuff like that. But we've got little chairs. Look how adorable those are. Absolutely adorable. I love that for us. And then inside we have his little bar, and I'm going to show you guys. I made him some curtains out of nylon pantyhose, and the reason I chose nylon is because they don't retain any water, so they're not going to get mildewy or anything like that. I made him a little bench, and then he's got a little Slocum Joe's donut and a decanter, and I made a little Nuka-Cola. This was actually part of the flooring that's supposed to go right here, but it really, honestly, it looks like a picture frame, so that's what I decided to make it into. And then I took this was off of my cigarette pack, and then I made it into a billboard. But yes, we're going to do the finishing touches on this and glue some stuff in there. And you guys are going to keep me company. Fabulous. Love that. Okay, let's put this back on. Okay. Now this right here, this is the Houston skyline, and it is Fallout themed. Thanks, Google, because Google Gemini helped me create this. You can see the triangle building right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to poke holes in these little lights right here, okay? We're going to poke tiny, tiny little holes. And then we're going to glue it to the back of the enclosure. After it's glued to the back of the enclosure, we are going to take Christmas lights that are white, green, blue, and red. We're going to take the, we're going to take the green and white ones and we're going to put them up here. And then we're going to take black electrical tape, and we're going to take the ones that we don't want to show up here, because this right here is going to be a rad storm. So behind the poster, it's going to show green and white up here, okay? It's going to be a little rad storm up here. And then we're going to take the rest of them, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to light up the building and the little places down here with the other colors. And then up here we'll block out the red and the blues so that only the green and white show through. And then down here we'll block out the green and whites so that only the red and blue show through. And it's going to be on the back of his enclosure, and we're going to take some felt and cover the back of it so you can only see what shows through in the picture. So that's what we're doing. I absolutely love this. I thought that was so cool. There was so much more to it. It was actually a horizontal type picture, but I had to basically cut it so that it was just like the main view. But we got the guards and everything, and these guards actually go to our little Vault Tech police station. Isn't that cute? It's a little hide-a-cubby. And that's the police station. And then we're going to put our little irradiated barrels on top of that, like so, with a little chair or something to that effect. Cute, right? I thought so. Okay, so right now, excuse me. Oh, and I got this little, this thing's heavy. It's made out of metal. But look at the little clock. It's so adorable. I thought it was so cute. I don't know where to put it, though. I didn't know if I was going to put it up on a table inside or what we're going to do. So right now, we have to paint these chairs, and I still don't know if I want them the Nuka-Cola red or if I want them the blue that you see in Fallout. So we're going to see. We're going to see. And then our little bar stools. Nope, that's the teacup. Hold on. Where's our little bar stools? Everything is so tiny. I used 1/48 scale, except for this right here. The little clock was half scale, and then the little bottle right here and inside was half scale, but they were actually really small. So these are Slocum Joe donuts, and the rest of the perfume bottles were actually half scale. And I was able to use the smaller bottles inside, but I used everything is 1/48. As soon as it, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of tiny. It's really small. It says 1/48, I swear. It says 1/48. Okay, so these are our little bar stools. That are in like pill capsules. And that's going inside of the bar. Okay. So now we got to figure out how the heck to open it. Okay, that's trash. Little tiny, tiny bar stools. I love that for us. How cute is that? I'm in love. Okay, so I don't know if I should put a bar stool outside and have it sitting there, or if we should put them inside with our Slocum Joe's donuts. So I have to be very careful. Okay. So here's the inside. I suppose we could put it. Doing everything with tweezers is a pain in the ass, just so you guys know. Okay. So we could set it right here. I don't know. How does that look? Is that cute? Maybe I should keep it knocked over. All apocalyptic-like. Oh my goodness. It's a hurricane in here. Let's try that again. Okay, here's the bar, and here's the bar stool. That is not easy. I need some different tweezers. These are actually eyelash tweezers. Okay. It doesn't want to sit up. And I think we're going to paint these red and brown so that they match everything. I think that's so cute. And it...
Hey, beautiful. You've got a text message.
Oh, hey, I got a text message. Oh, hey, Bill. What's up? I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I've been busy, been working. Healthcare never stops. But I still do the Fallout stuff, as you can see. Fallout is my life. This is my happy place. Okay. And I got a little cough from work. So we've got some little bottles. And those little items are going to go in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? Okay, so we've got some irradiated blood. We've got some Mentats that I hand painted, and we've got some Slocum Joe's donuts. This is going to be the food truck, little food truck, and then he's got a little iRobot, or Mr. Gutsy, or whatever the hell that is. I can't remember. You would think that I would know that. Anyways, okay. So we need to figure out. Okay, so I think we're gonna put a little chair next to this barrel, and this is rad juice. And what I did was I just painted the bottom of the barrel blue, and then I took some glitter that I had in my nail kit, and I threw it in there, and then I put a little dollop of hot glue over it so that it has this iridescent effect. Love that for us. Okay. Oh, thanks, kid. Napkin immediately.
Because you asked for extra strawberries.
I had to have extra strawberries in my blizzard. Yes, thank
It's
you.
built in my truck.
It's spilt in your truck. Oh my God, look at that. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, I have to have ice cream. That's important. And now my hands are sticky. Okay, so let's open these little things here. Let me see. Oh my God, they're so tiny. So tiny. These are the little bottles. And they are going to go on our shelf. And these, oh my God, these are so tiny. Holy crap. Tiny, tiny, tiny little decanters. And they will sit on our little shelf. Look how tiny those are. Oh my God. God forbid I drop one. Okay. So let's keep these. Let's scoop these back up. These tiny little things make me nervous. We're just gonna scoop that up and put that back in here. Actually, I think I might put one in the bar. And I don't know if I'm going to paint these. I think I'm just going to leave them clear because most decanters are glass anyways. So let's take the top. Let's put the top back on because I don't trust myself. And we're going to put them in our little bar. But where? Where are we going to put it? Because I put this little decanter here and this here. So maybe we should throw some bottles onto the bench, like somebody was just drinking and had a mishap. I'm not sure. Let's see, the teacups. This is the teacups. Let's open these and see what these look like. 1/48 scale is like pretty stinking tiny. And they have even more tiny scale than 1/48. But I'm telling y'all, like if you're going smaller scale than 1/48, it's like, oh my God, that is insane. Absolutely insane. And I don't know how they have these 3D printed like that without breaking something, because look how small that is. So you've got a little teacup and they've got spouts and everything. Can you see that? It's not focusing. These are so stinking tiny. So my junk vendor, he's going to have a bunch of different things. I wanted everything to be scaled correctly. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these little teacups. I was going to put them inside of the bar, but down here we have a Camden gone wrong. And then in here we have the clinic. And this is a little rope ladder that I made. And I glued everything together, but in order to get my furniture in there, I might have to take it apart. Let me take this off. You know what? I might have to. I wasn't sure if I was going to put anything in here because nobody's going to see it anyway. And I was thinking I could string LED lights, like aquatic ones that are waterproof, submersible, so that it would light up in here and maybe have a remote control so that the inside would light up. You have to be really careful with spiders because they can burn themselves if the light gets too hot, and they can also get their little legs tangled up in the wires. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could safely have lights inside of here, and I was thinking that I could buy these submersible ones like you put in balloons or in the pool that come with a remote, and I would just glue it to the top as like a light fixture, and then I would be able to turn it on and off when I needed to, so that it would have some kind of glow inside. Now, the back of the enclosure, like I said, is going to have lights that light up this poster that's upside down. That's going to light up this, and I'm going to take a needle and poke holes in the lights so that the light comes through more, and then that's going to go on the back of our enclosure. You can't see because my ring light, like so. So Pip's vendor spot. I wanted it to look like you're just roaming through the wasteland and you come across this vendor spider, is what it's supposed to look like. And I will probably stream him so that you guys can see what it looks like. Isn't he adorable? This is an $80 spider, by the way. Absolutely in love. The cutest little thing. I'm not really partial to spiders, to be honest. These jumping spiders are actually on the scientific list for possible sentience. And after I went down the rabbit hole of jumping spiders and how intelligent they are, they play, they remember things. I was like, oh my God, I have to have one. I absolutely have to have one. So if you're curious about how smart they are, I definitely suggest you go down the rabbit hole, because I was just absolutely amazed with their capabilities. They have critical thinking, logic skills. Like it's absolutely insane. Okay. All right. I'm done yapping. Let's get busy. So let's see, this is actually my bridge. So I'm just going to glue these in odd places to go through the top of it. And then let's put that over there. Hold on. We're going to use that for later. This is all later stuff. And I had to weather absolutely everything. Okay, so what am I doing? Yay, ADHD. Okay, so that's the police station. This is also going to go up in the top so that you can see. I thought about putting a little bar stool down there, but I think actually I'm going to leave it open in case he wants to build a web inside of there. And this is going to be my bridge. This is going to be the bridge across the top of the enclosure. I thought about getting like some rope bridges, but I figured the vines would suffice. And then I went and bought at Petco, I had the aquatic stuff. So these to me look like irradiated flowers. So I just took them apart and we started gluing them everywhere. Like in our little car that she can, or he, I don't know if it's male or female, to be honest, can crawl through. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can go all the way through that. I thought that was so cool. Oh, thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. I love me some Fallout. I really do. Okay. Yep, the irradiated stuff, the goop. I love that. And I use neon colors so it would glow more. All right, let's see here. What are we doing? I'm getting distracted. That's a woman for you. Loves to talk. Okay. We got to figure out where we're going to put our furniture. So we've got the little teacups that I really don't know where to put those or if I should even paint them. Those are pretty stinking tiny. Let's see, we've got the decanters. I guess I can do that. We can put those on the shelf. So maybe I will just leave them white. That looks really hard to paint. It almost looks like a shelf in itself. Let's see if it fits there. That is like the hardest thing ever. Using tweezers to have to get everything inside. Totally upside down. All right, let's see if I can fit this on a shelf and what it looks like. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see, where's the little decanters? And I'm gonna have to cut these off. I'm not gonna be able to use this as a shelf.
Hey, beautiful. You've got a text message.
So I'm gonna have to use probably scissors. Okay, let's see if the little decanters fit on the shelf. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Oh, you can barely tell. Okay. There's one little decanter. Oh, I'm so scared to drop these, guys. You just don't know. Hold on. I would never find this if I dropped it. I would never find it ever again. Okay. I'm digging the knocked over bottle. We might be able to work with it. And normally I would hot glue everything. That's what I've been doing, is just hot gluing everything. But these are pretty stinking tiny. So I might have to use my decoupage glue. I'm not sure. I might have to use the decoupage glue. And then we will figure it out. But honestly, I was thinking I could just put these somewhere else and then use these half scale bottles, because you're not really going to see this shelf. It's going to be up in the corner anyways. So I was thinking, let's see, we could put this one right here. Maybe. Okay. Put that little bottle right there. And then put the clock on this shelf right here. This thing's actually really heavy because it's metal. So we could put that right there. And then maybe set something, oh shit, something on the floor. I think that's what I might do. So these little decanters, let's put, oh my God, everything is so tiny. This is ridiculous. Hold on, Pip. Okay, so let's put a little decanter on this barrel. And see what that looks like. Oh my God, that is too cute. Tiny, tiny, tiny little decanter. Okay, with a, let's see, a chair or a bar stool? Should we do a chair or a bar stool? Okay, that's the chair. What does that look like? That's actually kind of cute. Or, where's my bar stool? I think the bar stool needs to go in the bar. Maybe, let's see what it looks like. I don't know. I think I like that. That little decanter is definitely going to stay there. This little perfume bottle, I guess, could be perceived as maybe a vase. Maybe I should put a little decanter on the floor, like somebody was drinking, and then they like fell over. These things are so stinking tiny, it's ridiculous. It honestly, it looks like a grain of salt. I'm not even joking. Okay, so we've got our little, hold on, let me move this. Okay, we've got a little decanter there, a little decanter here. Maybe we should put one on top of the AC. Let's see what that like. I'm so scared to drop these guys. You don't even know. I'm so scared to drop them. Okay, hold on. This is not easy. These are genuine skills I'm using. Okay. That's kind of cute. Little bottles everywhere from some kind of drunkard. I kind of like that, because when I'm streaming my spider, you guys are only going to be able to see the front and maybe a little glow that if I get the lights that go inside, you're going to be able to see a little glow, but you're not going to actually be able to see inside of the enclosure unless I have like an endoscope or something. Okay, so I actually like this. I like what's going on here. And I think I might keep the bar stool out here because there's a bench in here right there. So we might just leave that how it is. The teacup and the, gosh, how am I supposed to cut that off of there? That is going to be hard. I don't know. I feel like, should there be a teacup in the window? I've got hot glue strings everywhere. Good thing Pip is a spider because it kind of adds to the aesthetic. Okay. I've got to figure out how to pop these off. I'm scared to cut them. I'm scared to cut them and lose them. So tiny. So tiny. All right. We're going to put these back in the pill bottle because I don't trust these. I'm going to lose them. I know I'm going to lose them. And then I'm going to be upset. These things are expensive because they're so small. Like, I'm not even joking. These things are like $10. And then plus, $6 in shipping or whatever. So kudos to all the micro builders because this has definitely been an experience. Okay, I tell you what, we're not going to put it in the pill cap it came in. We're going to put them in here with the little Slocum Joe's donuts. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to figure out where to put them later. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is use my decoupage because I feel like hot glue is not going to work for these. So I think I'm just going to dip it in the decoupage and glue it that way. And the bar stool, I don't know. Should we paint the bar stool? I suppose I could paint the bar stool. Okay, let's open this up. And we're just going to dip this like so. And we're gonna stick it on the corner. And it's gonna dry clear. And hold it in place. Oh my God, those are so stinking tiny. Tiny little decanters. Okay, this one. Oh my God, if I drop it, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, we're just gonna dollop of daisy here. Maybe. And then we're just gonna very carefully okay. Tap it. Make sure it's upright. Fabulous. Okay, now this one here. We're just gonna plop it. Maybe we should set it up right. Come here, little decanter. The details on this thing is crazy for being so tiny. Like, that's actually really stinking impressive. Okay, so we're gonna move it over. Move it. Good. Tap it. Tap, tap, tap. Fabulous. I love that for us. We've got our little bottles all over the place. Okay. Now we're gonna do a chair. Do we want a white chair? Technically, the Fallout chairs are either blue or red, so maybe we should paint them. Should we paint them? We might have to paint them. Okay, let's put this over here. We're gonna put this over here and this over here, and then our decanters are drying, and we're gonna put the decoupage away. Let's put that away. Let's see how Pip's doing. Hey, Pip-Boy. What are you doing? Look at you, how adorable you are. I cannot wait until your enclosure is finished, little Pip. Okay, let's scoot this back. I kind of wanted to put a chair in here. Let's see, like a waiting chair in the clinic, right? But I've got 2 chairs, and I was gonna put one down here on the porch, and then I was gonna put one on top of the police station. I kind of should have put a decanter up here with the police station, but I kind of wanted irradiated barrels up there. I'm not sure what to do here. That's curing. That's got decoupage on it. Everything I'm using, all the paints and stuff, is non-toxic, but you have to seal it because in a spider enclosure, you have to mist the enclosure so that it's humid. And I've got my humidity, oh God, I don't know what they're called. And that's got to go inside. Anyways. Okay, so let's see here. I need to paint this bar stool. I definitely think we should paint the bar stool, and the bar stool should definitely go outside, like so. Yep. I like the bar stool outside. Okay. The shelf. What are we going to do with the shelf? Let's see. Let's put one of these half-scale bottles in here. And then the clock, and then just some random decanter. I wanted everything to scale, so it's really hard. Using half scale mixed with 148. And this is actually a metal clock. It's really heavy, to be honest. I think it'll fit. All right, what do you guys think? Fabulous. Love that for us. Little bottles on the shelf, a clock on the shelf. and like a some kind of containment. I don't know. Use your imagination on what this one is. Okay. That will go up in the air in the corner of the enclosure with the police station. So let's see here. Let's paint the bar stools and the chair. Okay. Let me see here. I should have ordered more decanters, to be honest. I should have. And I needed a little table. Okay, this little chair is gonna go in here, but we've got to paint them. Absolutely stinking adorable. Okay, so let's paint. We're gonna take this with our brown. Okay. And then we're gonna need some red and some white. Actually, we're gonna need light red and dark red to make the weathered effect. So let's do a little bit of that. Okay. Let me see. I hope you guys can see. Oh, you can see my coffee. And my ice cream that's melted that I never ate. Sweet Jesus, have mercy. Okay. We're gonna need a tiny brush. And our lash tweezers, because even though we're a female, we still don't know how to apply lashes. Anyways. Okay. We're gonna do a coat of brown first. Okay. Ah! All right, brown, 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 brown. I think they might be silver legs. As much as I play Fallout, you think I would remember all of this by heart? Oh my god, this is the tiniest chair ever. I should ask Google. I guess I could load up my game and just look. That's time consuming though. Okay. Maybe we'll have one weathered brown and yellow chair. And then the other one, we can have like the Slocum Joe's blue. Or maybe we should do red and silver like a diner. This is not easy. This is not easy. Okay. Looking for mid-century furniture on Etsy was actually harder than I thought it was going to be, because everything is half scale instead of 148, and I need 148. Okay.
Hold on. Who's playing Ultra? Is that Max? Oh, Jesus Christ. Max, you don't even speak Spanish.
Ta-da! One little brown chair.
I never said that. Ultra is a good one. What I'm saying is, you don't even speak Spanish, so how would you recognize this?
Make sure that's all painted. Okay. One little wood brown chair. Now the other one is probably going to be red and silver.
Pretty much all of Texas is Spanish. Even East Texas is Spanish.
Clean our little brush. Oh, the bar stool. Let me see. My little tweezers. Okay, so this I know for sure is red and brown. I do know that. And I don't like this brush. So let's get a different brush. All right. Let's try Let's try this brush. Okay. Grab our bar stool. Get in there. Really good. That is not easy. These things are so stinking tiny.
Hold on. Hold on. What? Are you on a military base?
Oh my goodness.
No, I think you're, how far are you away from the base?
Well,
Oh, he's somewhere in San Antonio. He's not in DFW, he's not, Dallas. No, he's not in San Marcos.
perfect. Okay. Now get off of there. Oh my God, it's sticky.
You're either in DFW or you're in Dallas.
DFW is Dallas. Oh my God, my kid is a dork. Okay. Stay put. All right, got that one. Now where's the other chair? Okay, here it is. Okay, so we're gonna do red and silver, or red and blue. No, silver and blue. Yeah, let's do silver and blue. Okay. I need my white. I'm gonna slide this back a little bit. Okay. Let's do whites. And I just need a smidgy. Okay. And we're just gonna dip a little bit and make our gray. Ooh, that might have been too much black. Let's try that again. All right, that looks legit. Okay. And then our light blue. Okay. So let's do this part first. This is gray. This is gray. Okay, so we've got gray. All right, we're gonna do a gray base coat for the legs, but we have to remember this is fallout. Everything is rusted and weathered. So after this dries, we're gonna take some brown, red, and orange, and then we're gonna dot it a little bit and make it look like it's rusty.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right, we're gonna let the gray dry. And then we're gonna put on our blue. And then after all that dries, then we'll do the stuff that makes it look old and yucky, which is the fallout aesthetic. Okay. Let's see. All right. In the meantime, what else can we do? While those are drying, we can glue I think I might glue, let me see. We'll set that right there. I think I might glue these That's better. Oh, you can see my ice cream. Don't mind that. Okay, so this is the little cabinet or little countertop that Pip is going to sell his junk items from. So I'm thinking maybe I could add a little register, but now I kind of just want to put the clock and maybe a decanter on here. Technically it's a perfume bottle, but I mean, who's gonna know that? Okay, I think that looks kind of cool though. Can you see it? He's got all kinds of junk stuff on his little counter. I think I might do that instead of putting it on the shelf, but I still need to put stuff on the shelves. So I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not really sure what to do here. I definitely need to start on the backdrop of the enclosure. So I definitely need to start poking holes in this so that I can get it decoupaged to the back so that it can start to dry. So while the chairs, actually the chairs don't take too long to dry. Let's see. Let me take a bite of ice cream. Those. Okay, we got to make this red. Don't mind my ice cream. Okay, let's see. We're going to take the red and we're going to do the bar stool. But we want it to be dirty. So we're going to mush it. Oh, it took it off. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see what that does. Oh my, it does take it off. Wow. Huh. Interesting. The paint peels right off of these things. And that's glue. Oh, for crying out loud. All right, well. We're going to try and fix it. Okay. It's supposed to be dirty. So we're just gonna dab brown over the red. Until it looks like what we want. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so we're gonna set this little guy over here to dry. Hold on. These things are so stinking delicate, it's ridiculous. All right, so I need a little bit more brown. Okay. There we have our bar stool with the red top, a little bit of brown. I don't know if you can see it. It's there, I promise. And now we're gonna let it dry. Come on, guy. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Over there to dry. Oh, well, for fuck's sake. All right, fine. Sit right there to dry. I don't care. All right, so this, let's see. Same thing. Red. Maybe we should do blue. Instead of red. Okay, let me go get another Q-tip because I'm gonna need a blue for that chair anyway, and I feel like that should, I don't know if it should be red and brown or blue and brown. I don't know. Y'all watch Pip. And he's right there. So I can go get some more supplies. Okay. I got some more Q-tips and also had to wash the glue off of my hands. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. All right, what can you guys see? All right, fabulous. Thank you for keeping an eye on Pip for me. Appreciate that. And we need Q-tips and tweezers and blue. Let's get it wet. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see what the blue. Okay, a little bit of white maybe. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. Okay. God, these things are so tiny. We got to clear that off of there. Wash that off of there. Okay, let's try the brush instead. I feel like that's too much blue because it's supposed to be weathered. So we're gonna wash it off a little bit. And just keep dabbing. Not too bad. These are actually harder to paint than I thought they were going to be because the paint kind of just rubs off. Hello? Oh, one of my little nurse friends. Okay, it looks pretty weathered and beaten up. I'm gonna do the back. What the hell did I drop? Oh my god. I dropped a decanter. Okay, that looks pretty beat up. Now I've got to fix where the blue got on there because we don't want that. So we're gonna rinse it off and try and wipe off the blue. Oh wow, that paint just completely comes off of it. That's crazy. Okay, where's my brown? Because we're gonna have to redo the legs. Okay, there's the top. Okay, we have our little, oh, maybe we should paint the bottom blue, yeah? Okay. Little dots of bright blue. So it looks like the original chair color. Okay, it's coming along nicely. Basically just trying to make it look weathered and beat up. Oh my, I accidentally got the underside of that. Oh my god, I keep getting it on the legs. There we go. Fabulous. I love it. And where did I get that blue on the leg? Oh, here it is. Let's wipe that off. Stay. Stay. Get off of me. Hold still. I cannot keep these legs brown to save my life. I almost need a magnifying glass because this is hard. Okay. Look at your little chair, Pip. Do you see it? Look at the little chair. Now we gotta wait for that to dry, and then we've gotta seal it. Okay. Let's do this one. Was this gonna be red or blue? I can't remember. I think it was gonna be blue. But I have a blue one. Let's do red. Fuck it. Okay. First, we do bright red, and after that dries, we sponge on the dark red to make it look weathered. All right, so Maybe it should be a new chair. Maybe I shouldn't weather it. Y'all know how Fallout's a mix of old and new. Okay. Where am I at here? Okay, here we go. What is that? Oh no! Not the brown and the red. Okay. Oh my god, I keep getting red on the legs, for fuck's sake. Okay. There's our red and silver chair. Let me see. Oh my God, I'm getting red everywhere. It is hard. This is hard. All right. Now we've got 2 chairs. 2 chairs. And a bar stool. I feel like the bar stool is not bright enough. That's better. Okay, fabulous. Love that for me. All right, there's a little shit bar stool. Okay, we've got the little bar stool. We've got 2 chairs, and we got the decanters. Okay, what am I missing? Okay. What are you doing, Pip? You better not be getting sick. I just got you. Okay, you're moving. You're moving. Be happy. Okay. Let's see. My hands have paint on them. I need to poke holes and decoupage the back of the enclosure. And I let my ice cream melt. Okay. We're gonna glue some stuff. Let me see. All right, so don't pay attention to my ice cream. It's all melted. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good job. All right. You know what? Let's just get some new foil. Yeah? Yeah. Let's move Pip over here. Okay. And this. That. These can go over here. And we're gonna change this. Okay. I don't. You know what? I don't even want you around these fumes. We're gonna put you up. you can stay right here, because I swear to God, if you get sick, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay, I need cardboard and this right here. Okay, so we're gonna put a pebble here, a pebble here. Nope, those are not heavy enough. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to poke holes in here so that the light shines through. This is an absolutely beautiful piece of artwork. Make sure my hands are clean. Okay, so we're gonna start from top to bottom. So we're gonna find, there's a light. Okay, so grab my needle and gently poke. Okay, scanning, scanning, moving down. There's one. Poke. Okay. That looks like, I don't know. Okay, this looks like a light. I'm gonna poke that. Okay. This one looks like one over here. Poke that. This is a light. Poke. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go along this line right here. I don't think I'm going to do all of them because I think I want them to shine, a few of them to shine brighter than the others. So I think I'm going to mix it up. I'm not going to poke all of them. That's hard. Okay. Okay, so we've got this one, this one. That one looks like a bright one. Okay. Okay, we've got these two right here. All right. And it looks like we're going to make this one a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, it looks like a little porch light is right here. So we're going to poke that. Okay. Got these. Okay. Now these ones. Poke. Ooh, it's hard to find the middle of these. Poke. Okay. All right. Ooh, little poke. Big poke. Okay. Okay, now that I've ruined my $24 poster, we're gonna see how it looks. Okay. Ah! Da 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 da! Okay, let me turn this light off. Where's the fade at? I think it was that one that I was going to use. Okay. Let's put this over. Okay, so I might have to make the holes a little bit bigger. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to make the holes a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys can see that. But in theory, the lights will shine through. Like so. And then we'll have like a red one over here. And I don't know. And a blue one over here. Like that. See? But I'm definitely gonna have to make these holes bigger. Okay. All right. So put that away. And where's my needle? Okay, so okay, that one's bigger. Okay, we're gonna have to make okay. Oh, I'm trying to be so careful. Okay. I should have just grabbed a bigger needle, but I wasn't sure how big the holes needed to be, so I just got a regular sewing needle. Okay, that should be big enough for those. These ones, I'm only gonna make a few of them bigger so that there's... Okay, this one definitely has to be larger over here. Okay. Should we put some in the building? I don't know. Okay. All right. Some of these I'm gonna leave small. Maybe I should poke all of them. Ah! I definitely just stabbed myself. Okay. I think that should be good enough. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. Much better. Okay, you can definitely see the lights twinkling through now. Yep. Fabulous. Okay. I still feel like a few of them need to be a little bit bigger. I'm definitely gonna need a bigger needle. I don't know if I have one though. Oh my god, that looks so cool though, guys. I don't know if you can see it, but I sure can. I think that looks so cool. All right. Hey. Okay, so we've got the lights figured out. And then the green and white ones are gonna go up top. It's gonna be on a different setting, kind of like that. And the green ones will be up here, and the red and blue, and maybe a few white will be down here. And then we're gonna cover it all with felt so you don't see the rest of the lights. I've got a bunch of different modes on this, and it was just something that I literally got at the dollar store. But the green and white are gonna go up top, and then the other colors are gonna go down in the bottom. I think it's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait until it's finished so that I can show you guys Pip's new Texas vendor station. Okay. I am gonna go take a break. Actually, let's see, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Oh, I didn't even realize there was somebody there. I'm used to talking to myself, guys, okay? I don't have people I don't have a bunch of people in my streams all the time. I'm usually just talking to myself, and then people watch it after the fact. So yeah, I'm not some famous streamer. I mean, that would be nice, but it's mostly just my friends that I know personally, and that's it. So let me see, who was this? INF was here. Oh, cool. I appreciate you dropping by, bro. Let me see. Okay, so I still feel like a few of these need to be bigger. I don't think I have a bigger needle. I guess I could check. Let me check if I have a bigger needle. Okay. Let's see if one of these maybe a push pin? A push pin actually might do the trick. Those are pretty, let me see. They might be the same size, I don't know. Kind of look like the same size. Oh. Well, maybe it is bigger. That's what she said. No, that one looks the same size. Yeah. Let me see. I think it is the same size. Okay. Bless his heart. I just stumbled in onto this stream. My bad, bro. Like I said, I'm used to talking to myself. Anyways, okay. Put that in there. zip this up. And I think I feel like I should do some of the buildings. I feel like all right, maybe we should. Okay, I think maybe in here, in the triangle building, that's iconic to Houston. And then maybe, I don't know, either in here, I'm not really sure. Because I don't want to mess up the buildings too much. Because the focus is basically, I mean, the skyline, sure, but we want the trader city to be the focal point. But I guess we could do some up here in this building, and maybe some up here. Let me see. Where's my pokey jabby? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. All right, next time I'll have Google read out the comments so that I know that somebody's watching my stream, because honestly I don't pay attention to the people in this stream. No offense, though. I basically just do my own thing and talk to myself. Because that's what makes me happy. Did I break this? I guess I did. Okay. All right, so I feel like it should be not all of the building. It should just be like one floor cluster, because the rest of the building is going to be vacant. Like, that's just okay. So I feel like we could do a little, maybe one row on this one, right? Okay, one row across here, because that whole level is lit up, right? Because this one whole floor on this building is occupied. Then I feel like up here in the triangle building, maybe 2 levels, but only 4 lights. Like, it's a small space on both levels that somebody is occupying. Let's try that. So we've got 1, 2. Okay, so we've got this one over here. We've got the lights here We've got one row here, a few up here, and then this building. Because not all the buildings are going to be occupied. That's just how it's going to be. Like, I mean, realistically, not all the buildings are going to be occupied. I mean, in the game, you can't even get into some of these buildings. So let's do. Let's do sporadic ones over here. Let's do a cluster of 6 over here and one line over here, right? But I don't know. This looks like a bridge. This is definitely a bridge. So people live here. So, hold on. Let me look at this closely. Yes and no. Okay, well, let's start with this one first. So, okay, we're gonna do, let's do this row. So we're gonna go poke. Oh, I'm so scared of fucking this up. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we've got, let me see. So maybe we should just do those ones. Oh, those are pretty close together. I'm scared of fucking this up. Y'all just don't know. It's definitely not even. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do on that. I don't want to do no more. Okay, we're gonna do. Let me see. I feel like most of the buildings should be dark. maybe. I feel like maybe we don't. Maybe we don't poke holes. Maybe. Maybe we just have a glow. Okay. I don't. Let me see. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, maybe we should. Here, let me show you guys. I'm gonna turn the light on. Can you see it? Okay. Maybe we just. Maybe we just do that instead of poking a bunch of holes in it. Cause I've got these lights. They're gonna be bright and shine through. And then I've got these that are gonna be bright and shine through. So maybe the building, maybe we just have the glow, cause like this one, I poked this one right here. So that's gonna be bright. I'm trying to get it all in frame. Maybe that's what we do. Instead of poking a bunch of holes in it. I think it's gonna look really great I can't wait until it's all finished and you guys can, you know, see Pip. I'm super excited. I'm probably going to call it quits now because I need a cigarette. Don't smoke. It's bad for you. If you don't start, you don't have to worry about quitting. So I'm going to leave you with this little visual right here, and hopefully I can get it all finished within the next week or two, and you guys will you'll be able to see Pip and his New Texas junk vendor station with all of this cool lighty uppy stuff. So I'm gonna get out of here and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.